YouTube, me and Monkey Marmaduke here are going to be giving our reaction to the second episode of Doctor Who Season 9, Which is Familiar. It was an excellent episode. Some of the highlights were Missy meeting Davros for the first time and poking him in his blue eye stalk. And there was some heartbreak in this episode because Clara once again got stuffed into, well, if I just say egg souffle, people should get the reference to something. I apologise. Yeah, I should put in a spoiler warning. Marmaduke will do a spoiler warning dance for you. Yeah, so there will be spoilers. Like last week. It was an excellent episode. Davros cried. And I really, really love that snake guy. He was awesome. Davros, personal security guy. Sorry if I've forgotten his name because I have. It was epic. Got little TARDIS on, wearing Star Wars. So, because Star Wars is coming out in November, so it's going to be epic. Well, we hope it's going to be epic. Marmaduke's not too sure. It was a really, really good episode, and it really explored more of the Daleks and wrapped up some of the stuff that came out that was unresolved from Genesis of the Daleks. That's the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker story. It was really good. It also pushed Clara's character, and it really developed Missy's character and their relationship, because at one point didn't she say that her and the Doctor had a daughter? Question mark. But anyway, Missy's mad, so you can't believe what she says. But then again, why did he tell her to run and not shoot her? So there's clearly something going on with those two, whether they're brothers, sisters, or whatever, because they could be anything. Davros also asked some interesting questions and got absolutely zip answers. It looks like the 12th Doctor has abandoned his sonic screwdriver for trendy sonic specs, which is an excellent move because the sonic screwdriver is so associated with the 11th, and they didn't give the 12th his own, and it almost feels like Season 8 was actually written for the 11th and quickly doctored for the 12th, which is interesting. What do you think, Marmaduke? Marmaduke agrees and nods his head. Yeah. Loving little Marmaduke. He's awesome. He is a WWF plush. His species of monkey is one of my favourite species of monkey. So, here he is. He's a monkey because he has a tail. Apes don't have tails. Anyway, back to The Which is Familiar. Awesome episode. Loved the conclusion. Not going to spoil it. But those hands with eyes are creepy. Love that. And it was just great. Really, really good. And I'm just finding out what species it is. It doesn't say. It just gives me his washing details. Yay, washing details. Oh, I should know. I think you're supposed to be a golden tamarin. Yeah, he's a golden tamarin. Here he is. Cool. I really, really enjoyed the episode. It was very, very heartbreaking and very, very tender. So it's going to be interesting to see if Stephen Moffat is going to do any more like Dalek episodes. Probably not, seeing as these Teletubby Daleks, cough, cough, weren't they awful? Way back in the Matt Smith era got rejected because they just looked ridiculous. I mean, who on God's earth wants an orange Dalek? Bright orange. Very stealthy. No. So, it's an interesting episode. We don't know what's going to happen to Missy. Obviously, she's going to survive. Is she going to strike a deal with the Daleks? What about that new prophecy? There's always Gallifreyan prophecies, like, lying around all over the place. Confession Dial. Will we get to see it? Let me know in the comments below, because I have a funny feeling that that will probably get read. But whose confession is it? Poor old Clara. Can't we just barbecue her already and get a new companion? That'd be nice. But obviously we could do a nice tender death with her quite quickly, because it's her time. She's been too long, too stuffy, and it just really feels like the stories are being written for the 12th, but he's got to sort of drag Clara around now. I guess that's what it's going to be like in the next episode, which sees those interesting monsters coming out from water and can walk through walls. Sorry I didn't catch the name of the episode, and I'm now spoiling the 3rd episode. Sorry! But yeah, The Witch is Familiar was really, really good. Really get to grips with the Master, because he's always joining sides with either the Daleks or the Cybermen. But I love that explanation that the Daleks' emotion fires their gun. So Daleks are fueled by, like, emotional negativity. But even then, we found out that it wasn't negativity. It can be Dalek happiness. So it's interesting, the Daleks use their emotions to fuel their fighting potential, whereas the Cybermen suppress them, which is probably why the Daleks and the Cybermen don't actually get on, because way back on the Battle of Canary Wharf, the Cybermen have a concept of elegance. Yeah, let's just hit me with this Marmaduke's tail. Have a concept of elegance, whereas Daleks don't have what. Really, really interesting about Dalek sewers, hashtag Dalek graveyards. That's worrying. That's basically it. I really enjoyed the episode. Had some really tender moments with the son, and you were kind of like, is this? No, he's just been tricked. But then again, you knew that was going to happen. Sorry if I've spoiled anything for everybody. Let me know in the comments below. Like, dislike, discuss. And that was it. So I guess we've only got 10 episodes left of season 9? Ooh, scary. How time flies. Okay, see you all next week for the 3rd episode of season 9. Say bye-bye, Marmaduke. Bye.